Here's my audience. Possibly the biggest news happened this summer for all LGBT activists and fellow supporters of same-sex marriage. On June 26, 2015, the Supreme Court of the United States has ruled that same-sex marriage would be legal in all 50 states. Prior to this date, only 37 states were legalized by the Supreme Court to allow same-sex marriage, but also there are 13 beforehand that are banning it. I have a graphic of the 37 states and 13 states that banned it. After the presentation, you guys can come up and look at which states banned it and which states allowed it before June 26th. A lot of talk goes into how and why this decision was decided. It can be explained by addressing the negatives and positives of same-sex marriage. As I go into the history for the fight of same-sex marriage, I may note that it will not only include the positives that made the decision happen, but also the negatives that suppressed it for such a long time. Throughout the years, religion has played a huge role into the belief of same-sex marriage. To people who are religious, they often rewind back to the writings of the Bible to support their credibility. I have a Bible verse to read from Romans 1:26 to 27. Men committing shameless acts with men, receiving in themselves the due penalty for their error. And even though this is one statement from the Bible, there are many that come about, not just this one. And I have a sign that kind of covers the belief for religion and same-sex marriage. This sign says, "Homosexuality is a sin. Christ can set you free." And I believe this sign covers all the statements in the Bible and how people, most Christians, are against it. Not only has religion been a roadblock for the path of legalizing same-sex marriage, but its qualification of being a moral right has gotten in the way. To some people, a man wanting another man or a woman wanting another woman goes against their nature. Most people are born into a home where they were just taught that standard of marriage. Another issue is the right of having a rightful mother and father. Children of the same-sex marriage most people would say children of the same-sex marriage would be better off with families that include a rightful mother and a rightful father, and they would rather have that than having two gay men or two gay women. And then in contrast to the three negative factors, I would like to talk about how, I'd like to start with the religion one. How activists counteract the issue is by addressing the fact that not all same-sex marriages will follow the same religion of Christianity. They find it pointless that the separation of state, they find it pointless that the separation of the church and state isn't seen that much when talking about religion and same-sex marriage. My second point is the reality of the rights and morals. The right morals in nature is that it differs from person to person. According to a writer, James Keller, this problem probably occurs because parents back in the day taught their children that gay marriage is not okay, and it shouldn't be something that you do when you get older. And lastly, talking about a rightful mother and father do not really matter, because to some people, two men or two women would support a child better than, say, a single mom or a single father. They can both support the child financially and through an emotional and physical support, rather than just having one figure do it in their lives. In the end, the history of same-sex marriage has been through a lot during its tenure to achieve their goal. But in today's world, we live in a new America that does not see color or gender preferences. Here's
はい